Hello, my name is Hannah Booth, and this is my speech over a topic that we had discussed in organizational behavior. And a topic that I felt was very important and was something that I was really passionate about was our discussion over communication and culture, just in the workforce and in general. And I really also wanted to emphasize the amazing article that we got to read over the Edward Jones business that really pulls into showing how open communication is a huge key in creating a strong workforce and company culture for all employee satisfaction and to provide the best for what you're wanting. So three things that I really just want to discuss today is one, the basic simplicity but yet the strong importance of having good communication skills. Second, how communication can affect cultures in a company and affect how an employee or others may view the company. And three, how we as business students at Butler University now can practice good communication skills and really look for that culture, that key culture, when we are starting to do our job hunt very soon. So I would just say communication can be defined as the exchange of verbal and nonverbal information between a sender and a receiver. Communication certainly takes on many forms, and in any given circumstance, communication serves as the very backbone skeleton of any business. You can't operate without it. Without its proper use, conversing all that needs to be done would cease in taking place and certainly cause a huge issue within the company. Simply doing business requires much communication. Planning is essential in conducting business, and knowing how to properly communicate these plans from management roles to subordinates requires the skills of communication. From persuading a customer to simply buy a product or service, you need to know how to properly give them that information. Once again, all leads back to communication. It just shows that it is one of the most simple steps, but it is a key in getting a goal done that you want. And this is at every single level. This could be simply a cashier person in a store, a waitress in a restaurant, the CEO of a company. No matter where you are in a position, you have to have good, strong communication skills. And just to show, the second thing I really want to talk about is how communication can affect the culture of a business. We like I said earlier, it's one of the things that open communication is a key, and that was really shown in the Edward Jones case. So I just want to read the first sentence of this article. Because of the economic turmoil that the most financial institutions find themselves in today, it might come as a surprise that an individual investment company came in at number 4 on Fortune magazine's 100 Best Companies to Work For list in 2014, with 96% of employees saying they were proud to work at Edward Jones. So I read more about this article, and most of the reason that they were having such high employee satisfaction is because they valued open communication within the company across with all the employees. And that really struck a chord with me, considering that was why I felt that my internship this last summer was so successful, because of the strong communication that led into building the strong culture of the company. I feel that when everyone is open to say how they feel or believe or what they're wanting for future goals, you're going to have to communicate that stuff, and being comfortable doing it and knowing that your company is looking in your best interest, that's going to build a strong culture. And when an employee is confident in themselves and their company, that's only going to strive to make them work harder for the company, then the company will become more successful. And it's just a ripple effect. Once again, going back all the way to just the simplicity of communication, they can do so much great movements, all to just tie in together in the end. And there are some issues. I mean, nowadays we really do struggle making sure that there is strong communication in a business. And I actually found some concerning facts that say 7% of the world's 3.3 billion adults who are working or looking for think they have a great job. And I feel like that number is extremely low for how many active working people we have out there. And more than 80% of workers are either actively looking for a new job or are open to one. So it shows that they are not fully satisfied in what they're doing. And it all goes back to, could some of this lead to they aren't completely comfortable in communicating what exactly they're wanting with the current company they have? Is it necessarily needing to go to a new job, or is it just needing to communicate more and get that and search for that company culture that you think that you are desiring and that you need? Can you get it where you are right now, or do you need to move away? And so kind of tying all of this in together, just so that when we do go out in the workforce, we are able to be the people doing that strong communication for the strong cultures. How can we practice good communication skills now? I think this just ties into everyday life. It's when you are just being in communication with everyone that you see or know, just keeping your contacts open and always checking in with people. I think just 3 little things we can do is 1, just being in contact with our professors, our peers, some of our employers that we work for, just always being in constant communication, being confident and making sure that you are sharing the information you need, providing the best information, and really making a strong name for yourself over your strong skills to build what you think is best. And I think in general, some of the ways we can work on that is just being extroverted, outgoing. It's just the simple things that you just have to practice. Practice is key for getting this stuff. And for building a strong company culture, I think when we are looking for these interviews and jobs, we need to be looking for companies who have a strong base for this, or look at their mission statements, what exactly they're wanting to achieve for not just their consumers, but for their workforce as well, what they feel is the best option. So overall, communication and culture can really tie in well together. And I explain that through just the basic simplicity, but yet strong importance of communication, how communication can affect culture in the workforce and just everyday life, and how we can practice some good communication skills to be order to maybe one day have a company like Edward Jones that he discussed in his article. So thank you.